Joining me, psychotherapist Dr. Lisa Palmer, and still with us, former prosecutor Tommy Pope. Let me ask you, Dr. Palmer, what are your thoughts here? Is it suspicious, or is that expected? Is that kind of like a normal response? Someone who was staying in that apartment died. That young woman never went back.
I mean, I think that's a normal response. If I was in that situation, I probably wouldn't want to go back there either. But I do find that the friends were a bit suspicious in how long they took to report. And I find it all to be a little bit weird. And I feel that, you know, with everything and the way that everything is going in the investigation, there has to be a lot more to be looked at in order to be able to make these determinations, to look at the context of, you know, even the affects of these friends. What are the affects of friends? We don't know.
Yeah. While I have you here, Dr. Palmer, I wanted to ask you about what Brianna's family is going through and how important will this civil lawsuit be for them, and to be able to get answers to questions from people who aren't talking.
I would imagine they're going through a lot of grief and confusion right now, and trying to figure out and try to get answers, because there isn't even a COD as a cause of death to Brianna. So of course they're very confused, and the mom was very close to Brianna, so none of this makes sense. Brianna was a motivated young girl. She wanted to go to law school. And it's very confusing for the family. There's so many unanswered questions in this case, including some differences in opinions between, you know, what the police department is saying versus what the family knows Brianna. And so until there is a more thorough investigation, it's very unclear at this point as to what really happened to her.
Tommy, let me ask you about one thing that the witness said, that she doesn't believe that police ever went inside the apartment. Is that possible, that you have a case of someone going over the railing of an apartment that they never went there? And if they didn't, how much of a problem would that be?
I think I would be extremely surprised, Minnie, if they didn't. Now, if you wanted to really be critical, you could say, did they not do it because they didn't have a search warrant? They didn't want to take the time to go get one. I'd like to think that that's not the case. But, you know, with the folks that live there, I'm very interested, of the three, who was their connection? I've got a daughter that's in college, 20, and, you know, they always have like a wingman or a buddy, or, you know, if she went, you know, to a different college for the ball game, she had a friend she was there with. So I want to know, one of those three, is that friend helping the family sort things out? I know, again, if it was my daughter KK's friends, you know, they'd be here, their family would be here, they'd be helping us try to get to the bottom of it. So, you know, and I agree with the girl not going back to the apartment. That doesn't necessarily surprising. As long as she hadn't disappeared, as long as she's maintaining contact, you know, for law enforcement purposes or otherwise, you know, that doesn't overly concern me. But I feel like every question we ask, Minnie, it begets three more questions.
Yeah.
That if you just got law enforcement and the family and these witnesses in the room, you could straighten it out. And, you know, I mean, tragedies happen, suicides do happen, alcohol contributes to that, drugs contribute to that.
Just want the definitive answer. We're out of time. Big thanks, Dr. Lisa Palmer, Tommy Pope. Appreciate it so much. And I also agree with her.